Those in Peril. In 3 words, it's taken, tortured, and ransomed. So this story has 4 main leads. First, it's Hazel Bannock, who owns an oil company. She's a widow. She has a daughter who is Kyla Bannock. She has a secret boyfriend. Her name is Rogier. Finally, we have our fourth leading character, that is Hector, who is owner of a security company and who is also in charge of Bannock Oil Corporation in Abzara. But no one expected was that Rogier was not actually a French person, but he has many hidden motives. He is the grandson of a Middle Eastern pirate clan who is determined to destroy the Bannock Corporation. So with their meticulous plan, they abduct Kyla Bannock. So the story follows how Hazel and along with Hector walks into the den of pirate to rescue Kyla. So actually the story has 2 climaxes, because in the first climax, like, they discuss about the first abduction, and at a time, like, you realize, okay, fine, you have only read 230 pages and we are like too close to end the abduction, like we are too close to get the result of the abduction, but how come, like, we have another more 200 pages to go? And that's when you realize that there is another very unexpected climax, which will actually keep you shocked when you realize the second climax. So the story has 2 climaxes, and since it talks about an abduction, so it is expected to have incidents regarding to murder, rapes, brutal killing, and everything related to that. So it's actually the story. In the story, you will actually find brutal descriptions here and there every time. So about the book, about the author, actually, he has used the third person language to describe the story. So the good thing is, when it's a third person language, you will get a bird eye view of everything. And the specialty that I noted was that he describes everything in a very vivid way. For example, if he wants to describe the ship, and he starts with the wooden floor of the ship, and he will describe about the designs from where the wood is exported, from where it's manufactured, and whether what's the color, exact color, and whether there's a very meticulous design that you can find in the wooden floor and everything. So with that, like, you will get a very vivid idea. It's like you will imagine everything in a very detailed way. So it's a good thing, like, the imagination is 100% for you. But the not so good thing about it is, like, since it talks about a rape, murder, and abduction, killing, and everything, those incidents also mentioned in a very vivid way. So for example, if it's a murder, like, I clearly remember they were killing 2 people, and they describe the knife, how deep the knife goes into the body, how many inches, and all those things. So it's 2 sides, like, it's vividly described, and like vividly it's you get to experience the brutal side as well. So if someone is not so interested about those killings and all those horrific incidents, probably you might actually have to keep taking many pauses when you read the book. So other than that, actually, although I personally do not prefer many brutal stuff, but actually the thing with this book is, like, when you start reading it, although, like, you see, okay, fine, like, they're talking about a very grave murder or something like that, you don't feel like stopping the book. You will keep reading it until the end. So the book has around, let's say, almost like through 400 pages, and they talk about a very interesting story in very short words. As I mentioned, it's very descriptive, and you get to hear about a lot of brutal stuff. Actually, yes, that brutal is the word, but it has a very nice story. So if you're interested in getting to know a story about a thriller, like, if you're interested, if you're a person like who likes this thriller movies with many incidents, probably you might like the book. But if you're a person who is a lot into, like, the romantic comedy and very simple matters, probably you might not find it that interesting, but still you could give it a try, because this is the first time that I read a book like this, with talks about a lot of murders and rapes and everything, but I did not stop reading it, although it was there here and there. So after all, it was a good book and it was a very good experience. So that's it. Those in Peril.